In this module, you provide historical sales record for the last 3 years of operations. I'll go ahead and select the first year, 2011. In this step, you provide lump sum figures for the products sold in the selected year, in this case 2011, for each brand that you trade in. The items listed are based on the brands that you selected during the assets inventory setup. To enter a value, simply click on the value sold field and provide the lump sum or aggregate figures for the year. When you're done, click on Next. Here you're required to provide aggregate financial values for the year in view. The total volume has been calculated based on the lump sum figures that you provided in the earlier screen. And now you're required to enter aggregate values. If you leave the values at 0, you can proceed. However, this is going to greatly impact on your financial report and your profitability when the final business plan is generated. So you are endeavored to please provide accurate or as accurate as you can information about the total volume sales, the total categorization / demand center grants that you received, discounts and other incentives, and the total cost of goods sold. When you have provided all this information, click on Next to proceed to the next step. Here you capture all the costs that were associated with your doing business in the particular financial year in focus. The values that you see here are values that you entered under your people during the setup phase and the values that you provided for costs during the setup phase. Some of the values entered here may reflect changes that were not in effect at the time that we're reporting for, in this case 2011. So go through to ensure that these values are accurate. Aggregate values are provided on the right here to give you a sense of what each department or each unit of your business contributes in terms of cost of operations. If when you're done and you're satisfied with the values entered, click on Next to proceed to the next step. Here you provide warehousing and related overheads, ensuring that all the values that you've entered here reflect the value at the time that we're reporting for. As earlier, all of these figures or all of these items come from what you have set up earlier during the setup phase. When you're done, click Next. Here you provide information for costs for sales, marketing, and delivery activities. When you're done, click on Finish and you return to the Records main menu. The 2012 module is the same as 2011, only requiring that you provide data relevant for 2012. For 2013, the most recent sales year, you're required to provide greater sales information and detail for reporting. Unlike before, you do not provide aggregate lump sums, but rather are required to provide ex-brewery, VSM pricing and VSM quantities, BB pricing and BB quantities, and the total is calculated based on the values that you have provided. To enter a value, click on the plus sign in front of the label. Then you enter the various values and the volumes that you sold at each of those prices. So first you provide ex-brewery price, then you provide the VSM price you sold at and the volume for VSM price, and then the BB price and the volumes that you sold for BB quantities. Because during the course of the year, the prices of goods might change. So to account for this, we allow you to create more than one record of data for each brand. When you click on the click here to add a new row, we allow you to enter a different ex-brewery price, a different VSM volume that was sold for that ex-brewery price, the quantities that were sold for that VSM price, the BB price, and the quantities that were sold for that BB price, and then we compute the total for you. When you're done, and you can enter multiple of this, when you're done entering all these values, to end editing, you click on the on the minus button to collapse the flyout. Automatically, the values or the weighted average, if you entered more than one value, is computed for you, and the total and the total quantity is displayed. When you've gone through all of the various brands and provided all the information, click Next to proceed to the next step. Unlike the previous screens, all the total volumes and other values are automatically computed because you provided greater detail. However, the trade categorization and demand center and discounts and other incentives cannot be automatically calculated, and so you are required to provide these figures. When you've provided the figures, click on Next to proceed to the next step. As before, you provide information about costs for management and administration, costs for warehousing and related overheads, and costs for sales, marketing, and delivery activities. Click Finish to complete this module. Now that you have entered all of the record information, you're ready to proceed to the next step. Click Exit to Main Menu to exit to the main menu.